2022. We are our first week into the brand new year. I'm really excited about what's coming. And today I have with me Archangel Raphael on rebuilding of your temple. He calls it, he's actually calling it restoring your temple, resurrecting the dead. And it's with Archangel Raphael. That's today. Also, a few notes. Tomorrow's meditation will be called Awake from Your Sleep. And it's an undisclosed individual that's going to be doing the meditation with us tomorrow. So I'm really excited. I hope you'll join me for that. And next week, just to give you a quick preview of next week. So Monday, January the 10th, I'll have Master Jesus with me, and he's going to be discussing your second birth, and the importance of the meaning and significance of the second birth. You've heard in some mystical schools they talk about the second death, but this is the second birth. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be very interesting. And then on Wednesday, January the 12th, we've got the Ascended, who are going to be discussing the concept of loving your life and what that really, really means, loving your life. Now, patrons tonight, we're in for a really fascinating evening, so I hope you'll see me there at 7 p.m. You've all received your emails, so you know what the topic is. And again, let's get into today's subject, which is restoring your temple with Archangel Raphael. And I guess we know there's lots of change happening on the planet. It's really obvious. It's happening fast. It's intense. It's got ups and downs and highs and lows. It's got drama. It's got intrigue. What's happening on the planet is a process of the ascension movement. What is actually occurring with ascension? Higher vibrational frequencies of consciousness are coming down into our biology through our soul, from the divine, from spirit. That alteration in vibrational frequency compels us to liberate from our bodies, thoughts, emotions, energies that no longer serve us as creative consciousness, as individuals, as soul, as spirit. So get into this, folks. The ascension movement is a real thing. It's a real thing where your consciousness is going from simple consciousness to a higher awareness of self. So you're not governed simply by the 5 physical senses anymore. You are intended to be governing your 5 physical senses with your soul, not with your body. Your soul is not meant to be subjective to the body. Your body is meant to be subjective to your soul. And this is also true for your mind. The relationship that you have with your mind and your body determines the conditions of matter that you experience. The relationship that you have with your mind and your body determines your experience with matter as you have it right now. What it is for you right now is based on that relationship. One of the things he wants me to stress, it's really important that you realize that your mind, your thoughts are not who you are. Your body and your memories are not who you are. That is simply a mechanism upon which you can reflect to define who you are independent of those faculties. It is obvious that your body is subjective to your will. That is obvious. This is not limited to the external actions of movement and speech. It is inclusive of the relationship that you can have with your internal organs. Every molecule of that body, you are in an intimate relationship with, either consciously or unconsciously. To the degree and extent that you are unconsciously in a relationship with your body, to that degree and extent, you'll be limited in your effectiveness to alter and change conditions in your body. To the degree and extent you are conscious of the intimate relationship that you have with this physical mechanism in which you find yourself, to that degree and extent you are capable of affecting magnificent changes in the consciousness of any part of that body. Any part of that body, whether it's your heart, your liver, your lungs, your kidneys, your spleen, whatever part of that physical organism is, you have an intimate relationship with it. It is either conscious or unconscious. From our perspective, we see that for most of you, it is unconscious, that you do not believe you even have any sort of a relationship with your heart or your blood or your skin or your bones. Many of you are disconnected from the relationship that you have with it. When there's something displeasing or uncomfortable about it towards you, then you seem to distance yourself from it. You seem to create greater separation in your relationship with that body, thereby creating more suffering. The disconnection between your awareness and your body is what causes the suffering. Your body can only communicate with you in very simple ways. In very simple ways. Through pleasure, through pain. It's very simple. Through fight, through flight. Very simple. Your body can only relate and interact with this physical dimension at the level that it is at. And it can only communicate its needs to you from the level that it is at. And so many of you become inclined to ignore your pain, the pain of that body, when it says, I am suffering, I am in pain. The same relationship exists on your mental realm as well, where you have certain emotional qualities that you become aware of, and you say, this is good, this is bad, this is sore, this is aching. And you ignore this relationship. You do not understand. You choose to find a way to get rid of your discomfort rather than cultivating an intelligent relationship, a conscious relationship with that body in which you find yourself. Resurrecting your body from suffering requires that you become conscious and intimate of the relationship that you have with it and what the body in and of itself is seeking to manage on its own. There are certain ideas, information, experiences that the body has had that it does not know how to deal with. It stores and compartmentalizes a lot of its experiences into specific areas depending upon the nature of events in time and space that that body has gone through. And your capacity to relieve the body of certain emotional qualities that it no longer needs to hold on to can loan itself to great restoration and health. Even instantaneous healing is possible with the liberation of anger, fear, guilt, and shame from the consciousness of the body, to give that body permission to not hold on to those emotions anymore. You can create immediate transformation and change simply by liberating certain emotional qualities from that physical mechanism that you are utilizing while you're in this material realm of expression. It is very easy to think that your body is something that does not function in relation to you. Many of you think your body operates against you. Your body can never operate against you. It is always seeking to operate for you, to inform you that there's something that requires attention. There's something that requires your attention. The body's capacity to heal and restore itself has limits, in that the body in and of itself has a limited ability to handle certain qualities of energy in the form of emotion, in the form of chemistry, in the form of sound, in the form of light. The body has certain limits in its capacity to do this independently, whereas you as an awareness, as a soul, are able to transcend and alter these effects with your consciousness. You can alter the body's capacity as awareness. You can alter the body's capacity to deal with changes in environment, circumstance, and even chemistry. Even if the body is poisoned, you as an awareness have a capacity to alter and change the effects of that energy upon the body. From the perspective of consciousness, everything is simply a vibration that can be altered and changed at will. Any vibration can be altered and changed at will from the perspective of consciousness. And you as a soul, as an independent awareness that functions through this mechanism of matter, you are able to easily articulate change in vibrational frequency when you understand and recognize your capacity to do so as a function that's independent of your thoughts and the body itself. That you as an awareness are independent of your thoughts in awareness, independent of your emotions in awareness, independent of your body in awareness. And that recognition of your role of authority over mind, emotion, and body gives you the ability to command tremendous change and transformation, not only in the immediacy of your own physiology and psychology, but also in the greater, broader expression of the world around you. That even the people, environments, and places that you go to, you as an awakened awareness, as a soul, has the capacity to induce changes in time and space quite profoundly and simply when you understand how easy it is for you to simply create a new idea, a new thought, a new vibration that alters physiology. The deliberate intention of joy, enlivens the body with a new energy, but it must be a deliberate intention. You must know that you're doing this, that you're bringing forth an energy of joy. You can know you're doing it because the body will change to match your intention. It is not the body that guides you. It is you that is supposed to guide the body. Many of you rely on your body to guide you through this life, and it's very difficult for the body to function to the capacity that you need it to with the limitations that it has in and of itself. But those limitations do not exist when you as awareness are able to deliberately and intentionally articulate new energy into the body, new ideas into the mind, thereby creating new expressions in your world. The process of resurrecting your vitality, of restoring yourself, is a simple matter of recognizing your responsibility and relationship over mind, emotion, thereby matter. And please understand, the utilization of emotion produces a direct and immediate intimate relationship and effect on time, space, and matter. When you understand that emotion isn't simply that you feel good or you feel bad, that emotion isn't simply anger or fear, that emotion is a precise energy for manifesting, altering, and changing conditions in time, space, and matter. The utilization of these energies must be undertaken consciously and deliberately. Simultaneously, you must be also able to recognize how to alter and change the existing energy of the body in which you find yourself expressing through, to become conscious of what has your environment put into that body before you became conscious, before you became independent awareness, before you came to that place in your being where you realized, oh, I am this. But there was a place of unconsciousness that you were entrained and taught to believe and think and feel in certain ways, that you must now recognize that those ways no longer serve your purpose, and that you can alter and change any part of the existing energy stored in the system into a new expression that matches the quality of your character and being as you know it to be. And you get to decide what this is. You get to decide if you will be love or if you will be fear. Will you be joy or will you be sorrow? You get to decide and choose these things, but you can only decide and choose these things from the perspective of soul consciousness, where you are an independent awareness functioning aware of thought, aware of emotion, aware of body, but recognizing that you have a direct authority over all three of these aspects of your being, all three aspects of energy. And when you have that understanding, your capacity to alter and change, conditions of matter, time, and space become exciting and delightful when you begin to realize you are not subjective to that body. You are not subjective to those thoughts. You are not subjective to those emotional energies. You are able to alter, organize, change, manipulate these energies to match the quality of the conditions that you'd ideally like to be experiencing here. Joy, the conception of joy itself, the very nature of the conception of joy induces a change in the process of thought. It induces a change in the process of emotion. It induces a change in the function of physiology. Just the idea, the energy of joy that you can deliberately align yourself to. As I'm demonstrating for you here, deliberately align yourself to a quality of energy that you wish to embody. You get to restore and resurrect your life renewed in your conscious and deliberate awareness. The ability to be able to intentionally restore love, joy to your life, playfulness, compassion, excitement, curiosity, to restore these to your mind, to restore these to your body, to liberate from your body those things that do not serve it, those old emotions, those old memories that are not you, but simply old emotions and old memories that are stored in the body, because the body does not know how to release certain qualities of energy, especially if it was raised in an environment where it was conditioned to believe that it couldn't release these things. Do not say this. Do not express this. Do not do this. Do not talk this way. Do not walk this way. Do not act this way. And your body was trained that it has to hold in expressions, not able to liberate this, not able to liberate its fear, not able to let go of the anger, not able to let go of the sadness. It's been forced to hold on to many of these old emotions, and those old emotions have an accumulative effect upon your physiology. And yet, in your awareness of them, you may liberate them from your body. You may release fear. You may release anger. You may release sadness. You may release guilt from the body without it having to be an expression that is bad for anything or anyone around you. There are simple ways. Even in a single breath, you can draw fear and anger out of the body and release it. You can draw this energy out of the body. Give your body permission to liberate it. Doesn't mean you have to scream or yell or get angry or do things that you would later regret doing. In this process of liberating these old energies from the body, you begin to restore it to the estate that best serves you in your function in this world through it. This must be done also in conjunction with your thoughts, that your thoughts specifically and precisely organize conditions of the body. A thought of anger, a thought of joy, organize conditions in your body very precisely. A contemplative thought, a peaceful thought, a joyful thought, organizes conditions in your body very differently. When you become aware of that, then the conscious and deliberate process of choosing thought carefully and intelligently, knowing that you are affecting change in matter just with thought. You are affecting change in matter just with thought. And that matter is your body and the world around you. They are not separate. Your body is of this world as this world is of your body. You are not of this world, but you are in this world functioning through that form. And you will experience what your body experiences of this world, and you will experience it and be very aware of what the body is experiencing. But you are not of this world. And you are able to select and choose thought deliberately in order to articulate very specific expressions and conditions of matter, time, and space. It gets much easier as you begin to understand what I'm saying, what you're able to do. The resurrection of the dead means to liberate the past from your body, to liberate your body from fear, from anger, from guilt, from shame, to liberate that from your body, to not contain that in your body, nor in your thoughts. And who you are and how you experience your being will be very different when you release anger and you release fear. You do not hold on to it. You begin to experience your true nature. You begin to alter the conditions of matter and how you experience that body that you are hearing these words through, these vibrations that are being imparted to you. And it is my great hope that you allow the vibrations to communicate to your mind and your body what is true for you to understand at this time, so that you may liberate yourself more fully and completely. In this world, many of you have been conditioned to believe that it is only the world around you that will offer you relief from your suffering. And I say to you, this is not true. You may offer relief to your own mind and body. You do not need the things of this world to liberate yourself from fear, from guilt, from shame, from suffering. You have the capacity to liberate yourself from your suffering. Simple, kind thoughts affect your body. Angry, frustrating thoughts affect your body. And you have dominion over those, or you ought to. But that is a choice that you must become aware that you can make, that your thoughts are not who you are, that your thoughts generate an organization of energy in the form of emotion that affects the conditions in your body, and that you are able to deliberately alter and change these thoughts to alter and change the energy that affects your body. You are able to do this. You're able to give new life to your mind, new life to your body. You are able to do this in your consciousness, in your awareness of what you are as a conscious entity, able to interact with, alter, and change thought, reorganizing energy, thereby creating alterations in conditions of matter, time, and space. And this is inclusive of what you call your environment, your world, your planet, even your solar system are not excluded from the effects of your interaction with thought and emotion. Whether it is individually for yourself and your own body, I know that many of you are seeking to understand more the relationship you have with that body so that it is whole and complete, that your mind is peaceful and restored to light, to love, to excitement, to clarity. And when this occurs, then you can become aware that the broader effects of thoughts and emotions also impact the world around you. All behavior in the human expression is determined by the qualities of emotion that are cultivated by the nature of the thoughts that you allow yourself to gravitate towards or choose or create. For you do not have to accept the thoughts that are given you by this world. You can choose your own thoughts and create new effects in your mind, in your body, in your world. But do not think that the sun is exclusive and separate from you or you from it. That these objects are part and parcel of a universal field of connectivity that allows all things to move in exquisite harmony together. Whether you are aware of it or not, this is the inevitable truth that all things work together simultaneously. The dance is intricate and wondrous and beautiful. And when you become an active participant in it, then you begin to glimpse the wonder, the beauty, the magic of your being in relationship to the creation that exists within you and around you, and that you are part of it. You are not separate from it. And that there is a greater intelligence that you may align yourself to as you begin to step up beyond the subjectivity that you have to your body. Step up and beyond the subjectivity you have to your thoughts. There is another consciousness, another awareness that you may align yourself to. In the ascension of your awareness from subjectivity to body, from subjectivity to mind, to the conscious and deliberate articulation of emotional qualities. And there is another consciousness greater even than your awareness that you may embrace and learn from and receive from, as do I. There is a consciousness beyond the confines of your own thinking mind. And you are aware of your own thinking mind, and by that nature, the moment you are aware of your own thinking mind, you have taken a step away from your thinking mind to something else. You will not find the words of a higher consciousness in the confines of your limited mind, but you can find them outside of it. And so many of you will pray asking for guidance and assistance from many of us, from your Creator, and feeling you are not being heard or not being answered. And we can say this to you: you are always heard and you are always answered, but you may not hear if you are in the confines of thoughts that do not allow you to hear, in the confines of beliefs that do not allow you to believe. You must step out of what you are familiar with. You must rise above the old self. Come out of the entombment of your consciousness from subjectivity to matter. Realize that you were placed in this experience to learn the process of creation. Process of creation includes learning how to alter time, space, and matter, learning how to alter conditions in the body, learning how to alter and change thoughts in your mind, learning to alter and change emotional qualities, and recognizing that you were able to do that, that you were designed to do this, that you were created to be able to have dominion over mind, emotion, and matter. You are not here to be subjective to it. You're here to have dominion over it, loving dominion. I might add, loving dominion over matter. Not simply control, but loving dominion is very different than control over matter. As you become more aware and cognizant of the awareness that you are independent of thought, independent of emotion, independent of body, but interdependent with them, and able to assert an influence over them, and you begin to do so, and you begin to get feedback from how the system responds to you, you come to an understanding that you are here to alter and change matter, not be subjected to it. And that there are none in this world that can take that place for you. There is none in this world that can do this journey for you. Not even what I say here can supplement the effort required that you must put into applying and understanding what has been explained to you. That is something you must choose to do. You must choose deliberately and intentionally to awaken. And this is the time of ascension. Energy is not in short supply. The capacity for you to elevate your consciousness during these higher frequency energies being imparted to this dimension must be undertaken consciously and deliberately. To know that you are the awareness governing thought, governing emotion, governing matter is the first awakening, the great resurrection of your consciousness from subjectivity to the body and the mind. You are a soul, divine in nature, here to assert an influence over mind and matter, to understand that you are truly made in the image and likeness of the divine. And that is the resurrection of the dead, when you recognize that you are, in fact, a manifestation of the divine, here to remember that you can assert limitless authority through love over time, space, and matter. This is all. We will take a few questions. Wow, thank you so much. So grateful. Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful, 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 beautiful world we live in. Wow, good morning, Jenny. Hi, Carolyn. Question from Vertical Connection. My empath friend would like to know her spiritual gift. She is drawn to nightly automatic writing, collects tarot cards, is writing her spiritual gift to put into practice. I get yes, she is free to choose the mechanism of expression as all of you are. She is free to choose the mechanism of her expression. Let us say that she will also be choosing the one that is the easiest for her, which is what many of you do, you know. You choose what is easiest first, but do not stop there, for there will be an evolution. You will be inclined to grow, to evolve beyond just that. It is not simply in writing, but even in the spoken word, when she understands that a vibrational expression does not have to be limited to the mechanism of writing. It can also be expressed in the form of vibration, in the form of sound, even in the vibration of movement, even in the vibration of contemplation. You can articulate great changes in your experience and the manifestations that you are here to learn your capability of doing. So be patient. Have fun with that. Thank you so much for that question, Vertical. A question from Fee. I made a Facebook post basically saying that if you weren't trying to be my friend more than once a month, not to bother talking to me. I was grieving. I was grieving and didn't mean that. Did I burn all my bridges? Absolutely not. No, there are infinite bridges that we all have here. Just let go of your fear, dear one. Let go of your fear. It has no place in your life anymore for the path that you are on. Release your fear. Release your fear. Release your fear. Wow. Thank you, Fee. Great question. Question from Manaj. I cannot get rid of my pot belly no matter how, some funny Buddha coming in here, no matter how much dieting or exercise I do. Please ask Archangel Raphael what emotions, thoughts have caused my pot belly and how to release it. He says first you have to stop attacking your body. Stop attacking it with your judgment. What you need to recognize is your body has garnered your attention and requires your awareness to be present with what your body truly needs. Your body's fundamental functions are very simple. Your body's functions are fundamentally very simple. It needs movement. It needs water. It needs food. And it needs these things in the right measure and in the right quality for itself to function optimally. You desire it to function optimally, but if you choose to put the wrong substances into that body and expect it to function optimally, you are going to be in for surprise. Your body has very precise requirements, as do all of your bodies, and it may be unique from one to another, and it may change from one time to another. But understand, if you are not listening to what your body is saying, I need, obviously you are not feeding it properly, because its stomach is trying to get your attention. It is trying to get your attention and saying, you are not feeding me properly. Feed me properly. You're not paying attention to me. Your body is very simple and very intelligent in that simplicity. So please listen to your stomach. It is telling you very clearly, you're not paying attention. As big as I get, now you're paying attention, but now you're attacking it for being fat. It is not fat at all. It's simply saying, you're not giving me what I need. You must learn to discern, what does that body truly need? What does your body truly need in the form of what does that stomach require? Your body is suffering not because it wants to suffer. It is suffering because it's seeking to give you cause for giving it attention and providing it for what it needs. Your body is not suffering for no reason. It's calling your attention to it for a reason. Wow. Thank you, Manoj. Great question. I'm going to take one more question today from Jana. Are we supposed to be conscious while sleeping for better restoration? Thank you. He's saying, no, you're not supposed to be in your body when it's restoring. Because many of you, when you're dreaming, you're actually in your mind. Many of you, when you dream, you're actually in your mind, and you're actually in your mind, and your body doesn't get a chance to rejuvenate. It's better if you're not in your body. Go off to another dimension. Go to your guides or angels. Move your awareness out of the body, so the body doesn't have your mind in the way anymore, right? The other thing is, you can tell your body what you wanted to do while you go to sleep. Tell it what you want to do. But you don't want to be in your body. You don't want to be in your body when it's rejuvenating. You want to leave it, right? Because when you're in your body, you keep your mind active until you learn to command your mind. When your mind is still and quiet, when you can keep your mind still and quiet at will, then it doesn't matter whether you're in your body or not, because you will affect your body from the perspective of energy, which is what you are. Your nature is energy, is love. You are love. We are all love in our nature, in our true nature. And when you are who you are in that body, it is whole, it is complete, it is perfect. It's the mind that causes variances in matter that we get to correct. What a wonderful way to do this. Great question. Thank you so much, Jana. Again, I want to articulate, I'll see my patrons tonight at 7 p.m. If you want to support this channel, you can do so through my Patreon page, patreon.com/William Michael Forbes. And we have our Patrons Live only event tonight at 7 p.m. So I will see all my patrons there tonight. I'm looking forward to that event. And again, I'll look forward to seeing you guys next week. I got Master Jesus on Monday. And I hope you'll join us for that. So it'll be Monday, your second birth. And that's with Master Jesus on Monday. And tomorrow's meditation is at 10 a.m. in the morning. And it's entitled Awake from Your Sleep. And that's going to be really exciting too. Also, our Mediumship 103 course registration will close on Sunday evening for the Mediumship 103 course. For those of you that are taking either our Mediumship 101 or 102 program, you can still register for the 103. Also, on February the 5th, we are launching our premiere of our Mediumship 104 masterclass called Transcendence. And you go to my website and read all the details about that. The link is in the description box below this video. So you'll be able to go check out the courses and classes. And the Mediumship 104 course called Transcendence. It's a very intensive program for advanced students that want to get beyond just being a body-mind self, to really awaken your soul and recognize who you really are and what you're here to do. I want to wish you all much love. Thank you for your time, your energy, your love, your patience. Thank you, Archangel Raphael, for being present with us today. And thank you for your questions, everybody. Much love. Bye for now.